Speculation about a future coronavirus vaccine is ramping up, and social media posts from anti-vaccination campaigners are gaining more traction online. We've been debunking a few recent claims. Why the microchip rumors don't stack up. First up, a conspiracy theory about vaccines that has spanned the globe. It claims that the coronavirus pandemic is a cover for a plan to implant trackable microchips and that the Microsoft co-founder Bill Gates is behind it. We've found no evidence to support these claims. The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation told the BBC the claim was false. The head of the Russian Communist Party this week said that so-called globalists supported a covert mass chip implantation which they may in time resort to under the pretext of a mandatory vaccination against coronavirus. He didn't mention Mr. Gates by name, but in the US, Roger Stone, a former advisor to Donald Trump, said Bill Gates and others were using the virus for microchipping people so we can tell whether you've been tested. A new YouGov poll of 1,640 people suggests that 28% of Americans believe that Bill Gates wants to use vaccines to implant microchips in people, with the figure rising to 44% among Republicans. Rumors took hold in March when Mr. Gates said in an interview that eventually we will have some digital certificates which would be used to show who'd recovered, been tested, and ultimately who received a vaccine. He made no mention of microchips. That response led to one widely shared article, under the headline, "Bill Gates will use microchip implants to fight coronavirus." The article makes reference to a study, funded by the Gates Foundation, into a technology that could store someone's vaccine records in a special ink administered at the same time as an injection. However, the technology is not a microchip and is more like an invisible tattoo. It has not been rolled out yet, would not allow people to be tracked, and personal information would not be entered into a database, says Anna Jacquelinetz, a scientist involved in the study. The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation says the reference to digital certificates relates to efforts to create an open-source digital platform with the goal of expanding access to safe, home-based testing. Bill Gates did not say this about a vaccine. The Microsoft billionaire has been the target of many different false rumors about vaccines. A recent post on a UK-based Twitter account said, "Bill Gates admits the vaccine will no doubt kill 700,000 people," and links to a video featuring right-wing conspiracy theorist Alex Jones. The claim in the tweet, which has had more than 45,000 retweets and likes, is false and misrepresents Gates' words. In the video, Mr. Gates is talking about the efficacy of vaccines in older people and cautions about the risk of side effects. He sets out a hypothetical situation about the potential harm of side effects, saying, "If we have 1 in 10,000 side effects, that's way more. 700,000 people who will suffer from that." He does not admit 700,000 will die from a vaccine. Conspiracy theories about Bill Gates have reached the Italian parliament, where an independent MP called for Bill Gates to be referred to the International Criminal Court for crimes against humanity.